Hey guys, so I'm currently heading to the National Gallery in London. So I'm going to take a train, get up there. Haven't been there since I started drawing, and so it's going to be super interesting to take a look. Should be really cool, and hopefully it's a cool day. Hey so I'm just out of Waterloo Station right now, and I'm heading towards the National Gallery. So, yay! And here we are in the National Gallery. There's a big fountain off to the left, but tons of stores and stuff here at the moment. Try not to catch people's faces. Be considerate and all that. But there's lovely architecture all around here. And see, you've got like fountains, that big thing. And across here is the line to the National Gallery. And I'll hop in. Monet! Oh. Well. This over here is Monet. So this is a reflection in the water. So there's lily pads and there's a sunset, and it's magenta and orange, and then also cool colors on the lily pads. And so it creates this really soft, nice vibe. This one is Joaquin Sorolla, the Valencian fisherman, so in Spain. And it literally looks like a picture. It's absolutely incredible. The skills on that is crazy. There's another one over here, another Monet. This one is like skydiving, like when you see it in person. So you might not see it at first because there's a lot of sails here, right? But right in the middle of the water there is a strip of water that leads up right to the central focal piece of the painting. I wonder if we can zoom in. Where there's people. It's not very detailed, but your mind completes the painting. And this is the thing of Monet, is your mind completes the painting and makes it fill in more of the details. What you will notice is at the top end of like these buildings, there's actually rim lighting. I don't know if you can see it. See that rim lighting? And the rim lighting over there on the top of those buildings, it really adds to the shape and the silhouette of these buildings. And essentially the whole idea here is to give you the vibe of the entire place. So when you look at it, if you look at it long enough, it just transports you there like a portal, and then you can just feel like what it would be there without necessarily looking at anything exactly. Just take a look and you see and you feel all the details. It's amazing. Like looking at this in person, whoa, it's like skydiving. And we have Renoir. Wow. Little girl. Little circular composition, and then all the umbrellas that point down to the girl, into the basket pointing to the girl. Here's another one from Renoir. He uses warm colors in the water to create that summer day feeling, and a lot of cool colors around. So a mixture of warm and cool. This here is Cezanne. So it's cool because it's like abstract. So it's playing with how your vision works. And so that rock in the middle and the sort of horizon line is where the focus is, and then everything else is kind of like more rhythm. I wanted to show you guys this Finnish painter. So Akseli Gallen-Kallela. I'm probably saying that wrong because I don't speak Finnish. You can see this ice on the lake kind of thing. If you zoom in, oh, can we zoom in? Come on. Maybe I can. Okay, here we go. See that? That's the paint strokes. Paint strokes smeared, right? So right up close, it doesn't look like much. And that's true in person. But as you get further and further back, it starts to shine more and more. And it becomes like, wow. So there's a lot of shine, a lot of shimmer, a lot of reflectivity in that piece, which is amazing. We have some Van Gogh over this other side here. Jean Turop. This is a very emotional piece. This is like a expressionist. So you can see like the water and the emotion kind of like dragging. It's very explosive, very explosive. And then go, well, yeah, the chair. And kind of a funny thing is on the box there where he signs his name is like literally in a part of the painting. Then we've got the famous crabs. So kind of an interesting thing about the crabs is, if you'll notice the blue and the yellow and the purple and the green sort of on the inside of that sort of crab shell. Another Vincent van Gogh. A lot of rhythm. A lot of rhythm. And here is Van Gogh again. A lot of rhythm here. A lot of rhythm. Stroke lines. You can see the way that he's painted. A lot of rhythm there with Van Gogh. Here's a Picasso. I'm not a big fan of Picasso. I more prefer like Baroque. Same time period, Cubism. Yeah, it's kind of got that like collage, newspaper clipping type thing. It's cool, it's interesting, like it helps inspire like things like architecture and stuff like that, where you get interesting buildings, new designs, and new design ideas, but you don't quite, I don't know, I like how Baroque does that, more than just Picasso. That's my own personal opinion. I'm going to take you over to Pissaro. Pissaro is super interesting. It's a little bit like Monet, but it's a little bit more shallow. You'll see the picture immediately rather than having to like focus on it for a while. And it's also a little bit between that and Van Gogh, where it's a bit more expressionistic and has like a lot of punch to it. So this is it over here. Kind of hard to see over my shoulder like that. I'll move back when there's a little bit more room. Here is Georges Seurat. This is going to be hard to see. It's got that kind of dot painting kind of vibe to it, you know. So, yeah, really want to show you Pissaro, but people in the way now. Pissaro. Here we go. So here you can see just the way that he's capturing that sense of the time of day, which is the golden hour, at the end of the evening. it's all dotted, so you won't see the exact detail here. But you can see these, sort of this pattery, splotchy kind of way that he's done everything. Like everything's done in a little oops, sorry, I don't know what that is. Over this other side we've got Van Gogh sunflowers. It basically just looks like, hey, that's sunflowers, but it does it in a slightly abstract way. Like it has the exact vibe of sunflowers. Like it's not like ordinary sunflowers. You're like, oh yeah, yes, I get that. I see that all the time. And it's like, has that exact feeling. Like just capture it exactly spot on. It's crazy. Crazy. There's some other amazing work in here I should actually show you, to be honest. Some is just absolutely breathtaking. I've been mostly going through all the different eras, trying to pay attention to how the artwork evolved. So from much earlier on, here it is, it's up this way. So from much earlier on, the artwork is very much for churches, monasteries, things like that. It's about story, biblical stories. And then after that time, you slowly get towards things like portraiture, and people start getting better technique for realism, lighting, things of that nature. So this is a big, breathtaking room. See that one behind me? That one's like very breathtaking. But it's kind of like just using a gimmick. Like using the lighting to like really pop contrast and make you feel like, oh my god, this is amazing. But when you get a little closer, you're like, whatever. Not that it's bad in any way. I think I'm fully lost, actually. I think it's just, yeah, I got it. You're gonna see this and you're gonna like, your jaw's gonna drop. You're gonna be like, what? Boom. Look at there's a Z posture in this entire, there's a Z composition. So if you can see the doves up here, Z, Z to the hands, and the face points to him, comes down from these hands to these cherubs. Also this scythe does that, and then it goes to a Z. Z, 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 Z. And even these doves point up. So you have this Z sort of dynamism in here, and it's absolutely captivating. Like I was like, whoa, what is that? How did that even happen? That's, what? What? There's also Turner in here, which is unbelievable. Turner's like really good at water, like explosive, sort of wavy shipwrecks and things like that, which is really amazing. This is also really amazing. The one that I'm spotting here, which is Claude. There's these people. Wait, there's another one. This one is Joseph Mallet William Turner. Here we go. So he's amazing at water. And you can see off here, there's actually some people sailing a little boat. And they're kind of like watching that, and there's these other people watching them, and there's a crowd back there, and shimmering up the way you see the little waterfall. Actually, it's an archway. And then got like the sun up there. Really amazing. There's so much amazing artwork in here, it's actually ridiculous. I've got a kind of feel for it now, which is awesome. This here I'm gonna walk past in Turner. Like, look at the turbulence in those waves. He's always been incredible at that. This is really interesting. You'll notice that the horizon line is done in a cool color, a blue, while the front is then done in warm, and then up in the sky is done warm. So the warm and the cool and the warm kind of sandwiches your eye to where you want it, which is on the horizon. There's one massive. I don't know how he painted this because it is so massive. He probably had to step back from the painting like all the time to make sure his perspective is right, you know. This is another one of Turner. Again, he uses that cool at the horizon to help mark where it is. A great grasp on perspective. It really is astounding. There's some funnier pictures in this other room that I'm going to take you to. Like this one. It's just cute. I just thought that was like really cute. It looks like they're closing the museum now. That's why it's a little bit emptier, able to actually talk without annoying people. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's really marvelous here. Really spectacular. You can't really do it all in a day. So I would just say that if you do expect to come and take it all in, I wouldn't do it all in a day. I'd do it kind of like 3 hours here, 3 hours there. That's free entry. And I would just, take a slow. George Bellows. This is a cool one. I would explain it, but they're kind of like closing. And yeah. So make my way out. But just learned a lot, saw a lot about how composition evolved, how design evolved, when it evolved, why it evolved. We're heading towards the exit, and he's like, oh no, I gotta do my job. I'm not seen doing my job. Oh no. What happened? Anyways, yeah, so it's been fantastic. Had a lot of fun. It's especially interesting to see how storytelling was done early on, like with the Christian fables and stories and so on. And then how that was kind of lost for a period of time. How people kind of strayed away from it more to focus on technique. But then design came in, where people started to figure out, how precisely to do design and get design to work. And then, there's some people doing gimmicks and like using contrast, extra popping contrast or whatever. And it's just really interesting to watch through time as people get inspired by other people and how they come to see art differently through the different generations, and then how they use different techniques, and then some techniques are sort of sacrificed for others, and then new techniques are discovered, and then it impacts and influences everything that's created. It's really powerful and interesting stuff. Wow. So a lot to learn here, a lot of fun, and such high quality. Like, it's a real impact. I was here with friends that weren't big art people, but they were impacted by like how impressive some of those paintings really were. So now I just have to find them because I wandered off as I was filming. So yeah, this is the National Gallery, and you know, they've got tons of like food stalls here, so right up front. So it's a cool place to come. Okay. All right, so see you guys later. Bye.